For centuries, the sea has been a cruel mistress and a graveyard to the foolhardy who dare to cross her. In times of darkness, the lighthouse and its keepers shone out as beacons of hope and courage. Obviously, I'm not talking about this bunch of numpties. They inspire about as much confidence as a chocolate survival suit in the face of a lava flow. However, it's the best place for them, safely tucked away from... I said tucked away, David, from us normal folk. So let us travel to the rough waters of Dead Man's Isle and meet what increasingly seems likely to be the last ever keepers of the Lighthouse.
Remember when this little bit was mine? Do you miss it, listeners? If so, campaign for my reinstatement as Uber narrator and bask in essential delights of my voice as I say, Episode 6, Dead Man's Folly.
Morning, loser. You miss me?
Where the bloody hell have you been? It was your watch last night, and due to you going AWOL, I had to do an exhausting double shift.
I was doing something as well. I was showing a girl what heaven is.
With your morals, that is very unlikely.
Her name was Aurora Crane. I ram-raided her so hard she's now got lockjaw.
I'm surprised you knew her name. Hang on, you shirked your responsibilities for a... sex?
Yeah, we were like two wild animals ripping the pooping stein out of each other with our squelchy bits banging to the beat of the bonk.
Nope. I really have not the faintest idea what you were saying.
She had a cracking body and an amazing pair of dumplings. The type you'd put your head in and go flubber flubber for all eternity.
Will you please shut up?
Sure, she had stockings and suspenders on, the full bifter.
Shut up!
She was so naughty that at the end I had to spank her.
Shut up. Will you please just shut it? I'm getting tired of hearing about your sexual ventures.
I'd still be banging away right now if she hadn't fainted due to over-orgasming.
Enough! Yesterday, while you were off doing... we received a message from Bob Fellows.
Who?
How many times do I have to tell you? He is our boss.
Why does he keep calling? Huh? He's worse than a kebab floater that won't flush.
Your respect for a chain of command is staggering. Now, if you can keep quiet for...
Keep quiet? Keep quiet? I ain't your biatch.
Pardon?
Stop trying to squash my shake talent, as it ain't gonna happen.
This is important. Please listen.
Try and make me. Sorry, can't hear ya. Not listening.
David, you are being childish. Apparently an American...
Which one?
Some actor, but that is not important right now. This man wants to...
Do a movie about my life? Super Shag, the David Nation story.
No. No. He wants to invest in the Lighthouse.
Is he brain dead? Sorry, what am I saying? He's a Yank. Most of them have more money than sense. Sorry, what am I saying? I know this is a operational centre of excellence. I mean, that it's like really great news.
Indeed. And he will be visiting later today. So I've devised a deep cleaning program. Here are your chores.
What the Scrub all eating areas with a toothbrush. I always keep my equipment clean and polished, and also the kitchen tidy.
Soon there should be much needed improvements around here.
Yeah, I can't wait. Although once I finish with a Swedish masseur and a French maid, they'll be lucky if they can walk for a week or two.
Your wasteful days will soon be over. I have prepared 114 pages of recommendations, including better time monitoring for you.
Why don't you just buy me a new watch?
Laugh now, but this American will bring you into line. They don't suffer fools gladly. No doubt your testosterone-powered ego is trembling in your boots.
Nah, I'm looking forward to it.
I find that hard to believe.
It means I get to tell someone else about the albatross with Aurora Crane.
This list is ridiculous, Dad. Someone needs to give Mark a piece of their mind.
Mind? You should be giving him a friendly punch. Then a kick. Maybe a slap before and then a...
I'd really like to, as he's really been spoiling my visits lately.
I think he misses us. Some nights he cries like a girl.
Still, he'll get over it. The only reason I stay here is to see you.
And I'm mighty thankful that you do, lassie. When you were shot, I wept.
That's so sweet.
Mark sterilised your wound with the last of my undoing.
Thanks for nothing, Dad. I'm grateful for our time together, but...
What?
It's this American that's coming here today. If he's making an investment, he might start demanding changes. I know Mark and David are like freakish relatives that you could easily ignore if you saw them in the street, but suppose we lose touch with each other.
We're fine, lassie. The chance of things changing around here is about as likely as meeting a woman who'd be willing to sleep with David.
How'd you fancy some fish and chips for lunch?
Have you forgotten about your cleaning duties?
Forgotten? No. Interested? A big no. And when I mean a big one, I mean as big as my package. And when I say package, I mean...
Yes! Leave the contents of your trousers out of this.
If I left that out, this place would be flooded with hot, tasty babes wanting a bunga bounce on it.
Every time you talk like that, a little bit dies inside me.
Anyway, for lunch, my mate Squeaky Enrique got me some Andine catfish. No questions asked, know what I mean?
Andine catfish? David, they're endangered species, you moron!
So we'd better enjoy it before they're gone.
Sometimes I wonder if you are even a human.
Yeah, supernation. I know what you mean. The thing is, I wanted to wrap the food in newspaper, all traditional like. But all we've got in the lighthouse is that dodgy old paper.
Give me that! This is not just a piece of dodgy old paper. This is not dodgy anything. This is the raw decree. This keeps this lighthouse manned and us in a job.
So I can't wrap me chips in it?
Definitely not. This is a monumental, important document, David. Look, here is the passage which declares us exempt from mainland law.
You what?
Providing the keepers staying on Dead Man's Isle are engaged in the honourable duties and protection of the lights, they are immune from the laws of England.
So that means I can get away with loads of, kinky pervy stuff, and the pigs can't touch me.
How about concentrating on the job in hand?
That's what I am thinking about. They could use other things on the job besides their hands.
No! What I meant about is trying to clean up like I asked. Seriously, though, have you ever stopped to wonder why this particular lighthouse must always be manned?
No, mate, unlike you, I've got a life. I tell you what, though, it's luck everybody says I'm a man of honour.
They do?
Yeah. I'm on here, I'm on her, I'm on there, I'm on a funkin' everywhere.
Firstly, I'd like to thank you for all coming to my very important meeting. And thirdly, things will go considerably smoothly if you all just shut up and listen to me whilst I'm talking.
Now wait a minute.
That includes you, Miss Drake. Today is a tipping point. Moment in the history of the lighthouse today. We've all tested our mettle against the nature's forces of nature, and today we cannot be found wanting.
I want a long, hard sex session.
I want a drink.
Please be quiet. This is not some sort of buck-toothed cinnabrack surprise surprise.
Okay, then I want to tell you about my steaming hot, rampant, shaggy dirtbase with Aurora.
Quiet nation! This American investor is willing to invest in this lighthouse. And us, and we. We should make him proud of us.
He said wee.
Mark, are you alright? You're not your normal anally retarded wordsmith.
Of course I am, Miss Patrick. I need to have this place running at maximum efficiency.
Unlike your mouth, which seems to be running away from you.
Stop criticise me.
That's it, Mark's finally gone bonking bonkers. Just like what I was doing last night with an amazing bit of crumpet.
Shut it, David. Mark, are you okay?
I will be. If I can ever get this meeting met, I need you all to go through the lists I gave you so this place looks amazing when the American gets here.
Throat chip, my done doing, pal?
All those bottles on the stairs are a health and safety nightmare.
They still smell nice.
Clean the underside of the skipper.
We must be prepared for this American to look everywhere, even at your undercarriage.
Although I've seen it before, I'm still more than willing to give your undercarriage a good old buffing, Patricia.
And I'm more than willing to give you a lengthy stay in accident and emergency if you don't shut it.
Now, as we can all see, all your tasks are timed to a time, and that time is slipping by. Which means...
Porpoise FM. Porpoise FM. FM. Woo! Yeah! Porpoise FM. The only way to listen to radio. What's the matter, doggy? You want to listen to Porpoise FM? Good boy. I'm David Tennant, and whenever I'm in the UK, I listen to Porpoise FM. We asked 500 people their opinion on Porpoise FM, and this is their response. Woohoo! Porpoise FM, the only channel you gotta listen to. now.
What the hell are you doing, David?
Shut it, Winterbottom.
We interrupt Billy Bob Bellamy's fascinating programme on fishing bait. To bring you this conveniently timed expositional newsflash. Local police are combing the local area and talking to local people regarding the disappearance of local small-time celebrity totty, Aurora Crane. The teenager, famous for her foul-mouthed appearance on When Teenagers Go Ape, was last seen with a man local eyewitnesses are describing as seedy and probably a flasher. He may be calling himself the Nathan Sensation.
Switch that radio off and please get on with your chores.
Oh my God, Aurora. I better not say anything about our boom bang walla bada bing ding ding dong.
David, you do know her?
Aurora Crane? The girl whose breasts defy gravity and the girl who can... No, not me, mate.
She really made that show.
Chores! People, chores!
She's right faced there.
More like a dodgy little slapper.
Little? She was the biggest and the best ever.
Please! Why is nobody listening to me?
You do know her?
Know her? I steamrolled her hot booty.
Yeah, right, David. Just like last week when you said you and Sophie Ellis Bextor had an affair.
Tidy up!
We did! We had to call her off, she was getting too possessive.
Or it might have been that the cat jumped on you and woke you up when you were having a wet dream.
Drake! Patricia, Miss... Wait!
What now? Some of us have real work to do.
Please! I need you.
What?
I mean, I love you. Would love your help. Please, help me, please.
What's wrong with you today?
What, apart from being up since 5 a.m. yesterday morning, the pressure of a critically vital inspection, and the new experience of super strength digesting coffee mixed with can or two of Davy's energy drinks. Everything!
Don't you think you're overreacting, even by your legal anal standards?
No, this place could really be something, and I don't mean as an example of complete and utter cock-up.
You being replaced then?
But it is more than that. We are the Lighthouse family.
You might be sailing dangerously close to some sort of copyright infringement here.
I know the other two might be like the freakish relatives you never talk about, but this can help us all, even you.
I'm more than capable of looking after myself, thank you very much. I certainly don't need your help.
Think of it, Patricia. Our Lighthouse. A nation respected. Wonder of wonderment.
I thought you always hated extra people coming across from the mainland.
I've seen the light.
We all have. It's at the top of the tower.
Do not be flippant. I meant in a biblical sense. Tense. Mense.
For those Jehovah's Witnesses can be persistent, I will give them that.
What I meant is, think of all those people coming from all over the world to see how we perform.
David won't say no to that.
And you, Patricia. Brilliant, wonderful you. Bringing them here on the Skipper. Guiding them throughout St. Fursey's Bay. Mesmerising them. Forever stealing their hearts with your pulchritudinous.
That's easy for you to say.
Despite the Dead Man's Isle pigeon fiasco, this place still has a lot of fascinating flora and fauna to entice the money-praying, knowledgeable, hungry adventurer. Think of what your brilliance could help us achieve together here.
You really have that much faith in me?
We could both jump on the zebra of success and ride her until we both fall off.
You really have spent too much time around Dave.
Which is why I am ordering you to get that rust bucket of a boat of yours scrubbed up sharpish.
Like I said, spending far too much time with David.
Ow! Oh.
What's wrong now?
You are, old Tommy. You keep accidentally hitting me with those empty Dundoon bottles.
Accidentally?
Ow! Face it, you're jealous of my youngly manliness.
No, can't keep my balls.
Right, the American is here. Robert, you hide your drunken ass in the tower and throw out those bottles.
Oh, out the window.
Just go!
Salutations.
Please, no introductions are necessary. I know that is we, our harmonious team now, exactly who you are, sir.
You do.
And can I take this opportunity to say what a privilege it is to have you here.
Really? Well, thank you.
I am Keeper Mark Winterbottom, and this person lounging about on the sofa, recuperating after a hard morning's work, is David Nation.
Alright, dude.
David! Sure, our American gets some respect.
The thing is, you twat, this bloke ain't no Yank, he sounds more like a Rozza.
I concur, Mr. Nation.
What? You are not my American? What are you wasting my time for?
Mr. Winterbottom, I regret to enlighten you, but I am not anybody's American. I'm engaged in Her Majesty's official business and need to confer with Mr. Nation.
Well, do not distract him for too long. He still has to clean between the fork prongs with cotton buds.
Excuse Mark, he's a bit of a bossy anal job's worth. He's boring too.
Mr. Nation, I'm investigating the disappearance of Aurora Crane. I believe that you can facilitate with the swift resolution of this inquiry.
You what?
Come now, Mr. Nation. This pretense at obfuscation deceives no one.
Seriously, mate, I can't understand you.
This is your file. As you can see, we've had our eye on you for some time now, Mr. Nation. You were with Aurora Crane last night.
Nope.
But you know who she is.
I know about her.
We currently possess multiple eyewitness testimonies corroborating that last night you were in the company of one Miss Aurora Crane.
Listen, why don't you talk normally, alright? You might catch real criminals then.
My linguistic canvas has nothing to do with our police station's success rate.
Do your mates understand you?
My colleagues believe that I am wasting my time with you. But I believe you wish to do the right thing.
I'd love to help you, but I don't know anything. Shut the door behind you.
Very well, Mr. Nation. Let us observe how this farce of ignorance unfurls.
One question. Are you upgraded version to Mark? In Ponzi talk, I mean.
There is no requisite for such verbal immaturity.
So babies can understand what you're saying, yeah?
That would be silly during this line of investigation. It's a shame that you don't know Miss Crane. I understand she's, if you'll pardon the vernacular, a bit of hot stuff.
Too right, I banged her good. Banged her good and proper. I banged her like you can only dream of, copper. Oh, shit.
Most interesting revelation, Mr. Perhaps you would oblige by accompanying me to the mainland where we can continue this conversation in more detail.
I don't think so. And anyway, I wouldn't want Mark to throw a hissy fit, so I hadn't started on his forks.
Perhaps you failed to comprehend that I was not making a request.
Well, mate, the thing is, I've got this little decree thingy that means, yeah, actually, that means I have to stay on this island and there's nothing you can do about it, copper, because it's the law. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Ah, is that all you know about the decree?
That's all I need to know, Mr. Pratt.
Mr. Nation, as a species, human beings define their reality from misery and suffering. Do you realize, perhaps, the consequences of these foolish choices?
There you go again, speaking like you've eaten a dictionary. As I said before, close the door on your way out.
Defy me, Mr. Nation. But as an agent, I always give my name.
Man, you're so like Mark.
Perhaps you could facilitate me with a facsimile of this name.
No, but can you give me a photocopy of it?
Thank you. I am certain we shall meet again.
Next time I might actually understand the words you said. One thing, Pratt.
Want to engage me in the truth about Aurora?
Nah, I want you to get your cash out. It's a $5 a copy.
Robert,
Shh, lassie.
why are you on the ground cuddling a bottle of Dundoon and covered in seaweed?
I'm hiding from the cleaning monster.
Well, it's not that bad.
He wants to take my bottles away. My bottles smell awfully. They're my friends.
They're empty and need to be thrown away.
This one is Kowalski. We met in Vietnam. One unforgettable night under cover of darkness. She's my rooms that night.
Mark just wants the place to look nice for an important visitor. That's not an unreasonable request, is it?
Did you know he also wants me to sort out the pebbles by the front doors? He said they looked ugly.
Pot and kettle? You just can't get anything right, can you, you bleeding idiot?
That's light-hearted for your love.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you. This has gone too far. How dare Mark treat you like this? You're a heroic captain with medals for bravery.
And bottles for friends.
Let's not focus on that, Captain. You go back to the Lighthouse and I'll stand up to Mark.
Hey, I'll show who's in charge.
That's right. You put your foot down and do as I say and we'll be fine.
Yes, Prisoner.
Where have you been hiding, Captain? Have you been doing your chores?
Leave me be, memory killer.
No, that would be the actual whiskey, not the bottles.
I know. He's my friend. He makes me forget you and your bossy ways.
I am only doing this because I care in. Now, have you done your chores, or do I have to beat you?
I'm a multi-decorated captain. You can't talk to me like that.
Yes, no.
No.
We have not got the time for this disobedience.
You used to respect me.
What? Of course I respect you. You're the legendary Captain Robert T. McRoy.
Then treat this old sea captain with some dignity.
Captain McRoy, please, can you help me tidy up?
Is that it? Hardly flattering. Try a bit harder with more compassion in your heart.
Esteemed Captain Robert T. McRoy, although the task menial and they're beneath you, I do solemnly request, nay, plead for you to assist me in these necessary cleaning activities for the betterment of the lighthouse.
Okay, you convinced me.
So you will help me?
No, I'm far too important to be faffing about with such lowly stuff. You do it!
Damn you, Captain! You and David had done nothing to help. I am off to clean the lamp room.
Perhaps the bright light will help to enlighten you to the fact that you're being an ass.
Go away! Unless you're a cracking blonde who wants to play hide the elbow mittens, then you ain't coming in.
Open the door, Mr. Nation.
David is not here. Only Heinrich and Griselda is here. Isn't that right? Yes, it is, Hans. Shit. Wer habt come straight off of the scuba bus? Please to be moving your bottoms from the area. Guten Tag.
Life has surely blessed you with a preternatal sense of the juncture, Mr. Nation.
I've also blessed me with a great big...
I will commence our conversation from earlier.
Okay, one question though. Do people you work with take the mick out of the way you talk?
Can you hear that, Mr. Nation? That is the sound of inevitability. It is the sound of your death.
I always thought I'd be on the job, if you know what I mean.
I would have to reply in the negative, as I have no grasp of what you are insinuating.
That makes two of us.
When you select the honourable course, accompany me to the mainland, and assist in my investigation, or will you cling to your precious decree?
No, I'm as happy as a wasp in a jam factory being here, mate.
Then I'm afraid I have no choice.
What, to go home and cry like a baby? I bet you wear nappies. So I did that once, it cost me £50 an hour. She didn't even let me saw him.
Thank you for that bizarre discourse into your world, but I am afraid I have to say, Mr. Nation, in accordance with the decree, I have to charge you with derelict of your duty. Prepare to be flogged.
What?
The decree states that, as a kingsman, I am empowered to have you whipped for failing to keep the lamp fires burning. And, I suspect, for not keeping the swords in your scabbards sharp.
But the lamps are electric.
The decree is quite specific, Mr. Nation. No fire is a punishable offence.
I know, I'll burn some of Mark's clothes.
Too little, too late, I fear.
It's always the bleeding small print you should read.
And I have recently learned that Admiral Lee Crane, Aurora's father, is on his way over to talk to you. Not insane, Crane! Indeed, Captain McRoy, I assume. Have you been eavesdropping long? Long enough to laugh?
Then here's something funny. Save me from Papa Crane or I'll start weeing and you're done do again.
Crane's psychotic! What did you say?
So many big words today. It's making my brain sore.
He'll pulverise your face.
Not my beautiful face. If I'm as ugly as you and Mark, where will beautiful women sit then?
In my Dundoon.
Hang on, you're a copper. Help me, you prat.
If only there was some way that we could help each other to our mutual benefit.
Yes. You're a great guy, Detective Pratt. Besides, I'm the only one who's doing the whipping and slapping around here.
Well, it pains me to even mention this again, but lock the winged criminal up!
What? I'll tell you anything.
Throw away the key! My investigation into Aurora Crane.
Of course, sir. After meeting the filthiest piece of crumpet this side of Horseville, Tennessee, I charmed her with our magic nation sensation powers.
Vast and diverse as they must be. Here she drugs them.
She had an argument with her daddy, and was more than willing to enjoy a bit of great crash. Swang gargle in the master of boom, shaka-laka-laka boom.
And you infer that I am impossible to comprehend. He's talking pants.
We went to the Seaman's Berth.
The hotel on Angler Street. Gather the firing squad!
Shut up, old-timer. Then we had an evening of mind-blowing sex. She wasn't too bad either.
Flogged the depraved pervert.
Then this morning I left her asleep, and like a true gent, told the owner she'd pay the bill.
How very gallant of you.
Do you want to see her hot little thong?
No, thank you.
What about a bra?
Kill the Dundoon poisoner! Are you telling me you stole her underwear?
You didn't think I wanted to see her LBD?
Am I to understand you took all her clothes, and if so, perhaps I should take them back?
No. Okay, I can give you most of it back straight away. But I'll have to go to the bathroom to remove her thong from what is wrapped around.
David! What are you doing lounging around on the sofa?
Eating my nuts.
What? What about those cleaning chores of yours?
Really, I wish Aurora was here to do it.
An extra pair of hands would be useful.
It's hotter if they don't use their hands.
How can you tidy up without using your hands?
I'm not talking about... You really ain't got a clue, have you?
Tidy up, you infuriating Neanderthal.
I'm a kitchen god. I don't clean unless...
Yes? What? Is this an opportunity for we to help each other?
Some nutty Avril's coming to have a go at me because I slept with his daughter.
Did I not allude to that conclusion of your lascivious wassals would be persecution?
Well, if I knew, you should have told me in English.
So, if I have a word with him, will you finish your chores?
I'll do this for me and I might start them.
An evil Lighthouse has just arrived and man uniform is on its way up.
Oh my god, it's insane Crane!
Pardon?
Davy's wandering crutch has finally caught up with him.
Imagine a movie about being chased by my own trouser hose. Oh, awesome.
So it's a horror movie.
Please, Mark, save me and I'll clean. I'll do any amount of scrubbers.
Okay, quick you two, get out of sight.
Greetings.
Stop! You, sir, are a disgraceful...
Excuse me?
No, sir, I will not. You are not welcome here.
Is that so?
Yes? You expect to come home and bully us, but I think you may find us more than capable of standing up to ourselves.
I'm pleased to hear that.
So, you admit that you are looking for a fight?
I'd admit I'm looking for a Captain McRoy.
Surely you mean Davy Nation and his insatiable libido.
I know what I mean. My name is Harriman Baseheart. I'm an actor your superiors told you to expect, although judging from your outburst, you're not one for protocol.
But, you're dressed like an admiral.
I know. I wanted to fit in with you guys. It's not Crane.
There's no pulling a plastic bag over your head, unfortunately.
No, David, Patricia. This is Hungermuth Base Heat. Harry Moon.
Listen up, dude. You picked the wrong beach cleaner to steal flip-flops from.
David, remember your manners.
Excellent. Beachcomber Ninja, one of my best films. Man, let me shake your hand. I love that movie. You up for some 16-ounce dry-aged prime steak? You bet. Any chance of potato pancakes? With a tickling of garlic, fine British asparagus and baby leeks. Great. You're my kind of guy, David. I'll get started.
Hello, sir. I'm...
Patricia Drake. Any research brings up your name as the best thing to have landed in St. Fursey's Bay.
It does? Why, thank you.
My poor bottle babies!
And the legendary Captain T. McRoy. I've read so much. What you drinking? Dundon whiskey?
Aye.
Not the 72 Golden Reserve matured in sherry casks rather than the old oak ones.
That's right.
Any chance of a slug?
Aye. Wax.
Smooth.
Bottle of 46 upstairs.
Lead on, Captain.
Mark, I really need to talk to you about... well, you.
Hang on, Patricia. Just let me get this.
Good evening, Mr. Lincoln. I wonder if I might intrude upon Mr. Nation once more.
Only if you promise to take him away and beat him senseless for resisting arrest. I will get him.
Good evening, ma'am.
Do I know you?
No, Mr. Drake, you do not. We are aware of you.
Pardon?
Alright, dude. Pat, baby, can you give us some time alone? What's happening?
Mr. Nation, how we missed you.
I am free from Insane Crane.
We're not here because we are free. We're here because we are not free.
You're still talking bollocks, though. Or, how would you put it? Where's the dictionary? Oh yes, interpolation seems to be comparative to pair of male bovine's testicles.
Really? Anyway, Admiral Crane has been dealt with.
Yes, get in. The man is free to play again.
Now, before I go, I'd like to share a revelation that I've had during my time here. Like the dinosaur, Mr. Nation, you have had in your time.
You're right, mate. I'll be more careful playing with women in future. I'll make sure for now that I don't tell them my name.
It's the smell of it. Is there such a thing?
I know. I love to sniff their, them too. Having to listen to you is hard work. I should start thinking before I start bonking.
I doubt that very much. Ipso facto, you crook on my shoulder and observed my colleague, Miss Trap.
Wow, I'd let her know what I keep in my pants. Could become one of her favourite things. Can you give me a number and I'll give her
The only thing I can give you, Mr. Mission, is some advice. Find them and destroy them. Do what must be done. Do not hesitate. Show no mercy.
Does anybody on this planet ever know what the hell you are talking about, you prat? Where did he go? Fine food, fine whiskey and fine company. I could really get to like it here.
Hey, my fellow, don't do that.
No argument for me, mate. I have so many stories I could tell you.
Like you want to hear any of those.
Actually, I would like to show you this paper I have prepared.
Now, this is not the time, Mark. Zip it. What a slapdown! It'd be good to have another real man about the place.
You mean besides Robert?
You don't even know what a real man is. You fancied Mark.
David, shut up!
Thanks, Patricia. I owe you.
So we'll be investing, my friend.
Invest? Lord, no.
What?
What?
I'm buying. I want to turn this place into my retreat.
No, tradition. To do so, you will be dishonor so wrong generations.
The deal's already been done. However, don't worry, my friends. Captain McRoy, I'd like you to stay on and be my companion. I'll be a long, long way away from home when a British captain who loves whiskey as much as I do, as a guide, amuses me.
Let's have one to celebrate.
David, although now laid out on the floor, is a brilliant chef, and I'll be having him stay on.
How can you do this?
Patricia, I need someone to run my affairs whilst I'm here. Someone who won't suffer fools gladly. The very fact that David is now lying on the floor proves that you are the woman for the job.
That's very kind.
All three of you were handsomely rewarded for your time, probably far in excess to the humble wages you're on now.
What about Mark?
Ah, yes, Mr. Winterbottom. My information led me to believe that you were passionate and skilled at your duties. Someone who I'd be proud to have on board.
I am, sir.
However, since I've been here, you've proved yourself to be a rude, incompetent bully. That is why, Mark, you must leave.
No!
What?
You can't do this. Mark's not normally like this. He's...
Patricia, please. I know you would say anything to rescue Mark. You two had a thing for each other last year, but my decision is final. Mr. Winterbottom must leave Dead Man's Isle, or I shall change my plans to the total destruction of the Lighthouse.
What a turn up for the books. The captain better narrating. Get in there, my son! Well, Mark and Patricia are stunned and David's unconscious, so I seized my chance. I didn't see this coming, and I've been around the block a few times. Who is this American, and what does he really want? How will it turn out? And will I be able to get another slug of Dundoon anytime soon? Join us again for the next exciting episode of the Lighthouse Series 3, Darkness Falls. But until then, keep the watchfires burning. The Lighthouse Dead Man's Folly was written by Colin Wade and Ian Raymond. Gary Ball played David Nation and the American with a certain amount of signs and portents. Justin Cartledge played Mark Winterbottom. Amy Clayton played Patricia Drake. And Nicky Jott played the incredibly amazing Captain Robert T. McRoy, even if I do say so myself. And the unusual DC Pratt.